everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea, and today's video is my fourth update for my 20 favorites in 2020 project. This project was created by Denise of Just Some Makeup Pans over on Instagram, and as always I will have her Instagram link down below, as well as the playlist that Laura Force created for those of us who are doing it here on YouTube. But if you want to see everyone else's progress, you can go search Instagram hashtag 20 favorites in 2020 and see all of the other ladies who are involved in this project. So with that being said, we have a few roll-ins happening this month. It's very exciting. So first is this Andalou Naturals face lotion, which I use as my SPF. I didn't bother marking it because I literally have like 2 or 3 uses left before this is empty. So I'm not going to So I'm not going to roll in another face lotion because I do have a backup of this, and I have another SPF that I just bought from Pacifica that I've only used once, so I can't really call it a favorite. But the Pacifica one has a higher SPF, so I'd rather use that during the summer and save my backup of this for when it starts getting cooler again. But I did want to roll in I'm rolling in a body lotion. And the product I'm rolling in is this Bath & Body Works Aromatherapy Grapefruit Peppermint Lotion. I don't believe, well, one, Bath & Body Works isn't cruelty-free. But 2, I don't even know if they make this scent anymore. And let's just say that this bottle of lotion is older than my relationship with my husband. So I need to use it. I'm just not a body lotion person, and I just need to get use out of it. I mean, you can see over the years I've used, I don't want to mark the bottle because I like the aesthetics of the bottle and I don't want to get Sharpie all over it. But I'm right here. So I've got maybe a third of the bottle left, and it still smells fine. The texture is fine. Like it hasn't gone bad or expired or anything. But I love the scent. This is one of my favorite scents, is this grapefruit peppermint. And I want to use it up because this is old. But I do love it. So I am going to make more of an effort to use this, and hopefully I can finish it up this year. This is starting at 293.32 grams. So but it's a pretty hefty bottle, so it's going to take me probably the rest of the year to finish this up because that's how infrequently I use lotion, but I do really love it. Next is my number 7 Airbrush Away Primer. Approximately, this is where I am at with it. I did use this 12 times in the month of April, and I used up about 4.5 grams of it. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm at. Like I think I said in my last update, there's like these products just have huge air bubbles in them. But so I'm gonna guess if I use it as frequently as I did in April, I'm gonna guess end of June this should be done. But again, it's one of those that's really hard. Like, it's definitely feeling really light. So I know it's getting closer to the end, but I can't really tell. But I think by the end of June it should be done. Next, I've got my NYX HD concealer in the shade Light. It hasn't settled yet because I used it, but I am getting windows in it. Looking in, you can't really tell how much is gone looking in, but I use this like every single day, and I used 0.72 grams of product. So judging by how long it took me to use up my first tube of this, I think by the end of June this will probably be done as well. My number 7 foundation, I'm giving up on trying to figure out how much of this I have left as far as like windows and things like that. I'm not going to mark it. I'm just going to continue weighing it. It weighs in at 93.53 grams this month. So I used like 2.7 grams of it in April. It'll be done when it's done. I mean, there's not much else I can say about that. This CoverGirl foundation weighs 24.55 grams, and let's see, I used both of the foundations 14 times. Like there were only, obviously there's 30 days in April, so there were only 2 days where I used a different foundation other than these two. And this went down almost 4.3 grams. So this is getting really, really light. If it's not done in May, it will definitely be done in June, which I will be very happy to have a foundation out of my collection because I've got a lot. But then this my e.l.f. powder, which I also use every day. You can see I repressed it and then I hit pan again. I'm probably going to have to repress it again at some point, but it's still working okay right now, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. This went down, this is at 55.06 grams. It went down almost 3 grams from last time, so I mean, like I said, I'm using it every day to set my foundation, so it should be, again, I'm gonna guess that this will be done in June. I have my Becca mini highlighter in Opal. I don't know if you'll be able to see the little dip I've got going on. I really kind of scrub my brush in there pretty evenly, so I don't like concentrate it on one spot. So it's worn down pretty, what's the word I want to use? Not evenly, but evenly. But it's 23.31 grams, so I used like 0.13 grams of it last month. I really tried to make an effort to use it more. I used it 8 times, and I tried to make an effort to use a little more every time that I used it. So we'll see what happens with that one. Then I have my Tarte blush in Feisty, which if you'll remember, I repressed because I dropped it and I lost a bunch of product. I think you'll be able to see, like up in this top part here, I did re-hit pan. So that's 11.19 grams. So I used up 0.11 grams in the month of April. I used it a lot. I used it 17 times. So that was like the blush that I tended to reach for. And I do use other blushes like on top of it, so I'm getting more use out of my other blushes besides that one. But it's just like a really nice kind of neutral blush that I can wear no matter what my eye look. So I do tend to gravitate towards that a little bit more. And my Natural Lust bronzer, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. My Natural Lust bronzer from Too Faced. I mean, again, I don't think you're gonna see any difference. It's a gigantic bronzer, but it weighed in at 108.04 grams. So I used up almost 1 gram of product in the month of April, which, considering in the month of March, I used up about 1/4 gram. It's much better progress. I did use it 13 times, so about half the times that I wore makeup, which was every single day, I used this bronzer. And then my two Super Shock shadows, which I did manage to hit pan in the shade Truth. You can see it right there. It looks really weird because this is getting, I mean, these are getting kind of old, so it was getting a little crumbly and a little piece like flaked away, but I'm still counting it. I am not rolling this out yet because I have not hit pan in this shape, and I have to be careful because last time it fell out of the thing. I have not hit pan in Sailor yet, and I really like using these together since they are this is like the same base color. But I was really happy. I really did focus on using these more this month. I actually used this Truth shade 16 times, and I used Sailor 13 times. So hopefully I don't have much more to go before I hit pan. I mean, this weighs 13.81 grams and this weighs 13.85 grams. So theoretically I have like 0.04 grams to use up before I hit pan, but I know that's not really how it's going to work out. But once I hit pan in these, I will be rolling, well, once I hit pan in Sailor, I will be rolling both of these out and picking new Super Shocks because I have like 60, I want to say, and I have pan. Besides this one, I only have pan in one other one, so I need to work on those. Then I have my Maybelline eyeliner in Striking Copper. I didn't use this that much. I only used it 5 times, but I did make a little bit of progress. Looking, that pink line was March and that purple line is April, so I sharpened it, I think, once in the month of April. My Revolution lip gloss in Boudoir. It's hard to see, but I do have some window peeking through. I know that there's not a lot left of this. Like when I can look down and like practically see to the bottom. So hopefully, the problem is I just have so many lip products in all my projects that I can't like really, I mean, I can do whatever I want. Let's be real, but I'm not focusing on just one because I'm trying to get use out of everything. But this is at 24.1 grams. I used 0.3 grams of this, which is pretty consistent with what I've been using it, a little bit more than in March. So if I just keep consistent with it, I know I'll finish it up this year. I have my Berry M Stardust holographic eye topper in Stardust. What did I call this? I have my Berry M holographic eyeshadow topper in Stardust. I only used this 4 times. You can see the marks. I don't think I use that much. I think what's happening is it's like starting to evaporate a little because look at how goopy that is. So I definitely am glad that I put it in this project because it's been open for almost a year. And what is it? It says it's good for 12 months. So it's definitely starting to change. I mean, I can still use it and I'm going to still use it, but I'm glad that I put it in this project because otherwise I probably would have had to throw it out without barely ever having used it. But this is at 19.21 grams. So I used 0.13 grams of it last month. Okay, now it's my Julep Blossom Pink Cream Lip Balm. It's at 9.5. I only used 0.06 grams of this last month. You can see this does not really show a whole lot of progress. It's just so creamy and so pigmented that you really don't need to use that much. So I'm probably not going to be able to finish this up this year given I mean, my progress has been pretty consistent, but it's been pretty slow. But that's okay because I do like it. It's one of the few like cooler toned lip products that I own, and I do quite enjoy it. My Frizz Dismiss, pretty steady progress with that. I've still got, I would say, about 3 months worth of product left in there. I'm also not going to bother marking my OPI nail polish because it just doesn't get used fast enough for that. I only used it one time in April, and I used this on my toes once in April, and that was it. So there's really, I used, it's like 0.2 grams of product according to the weight change, but you're not gonna, there's not any noticeable difference. I am getting a little sick of this color, I'm not gonna lie. It's part of the reason why I didn't really do my nails that much this past month. The other reason is because I have been doing my nails so much that they're starting to like peel. So I was taking a little break from that. I doubt I'm going to finish this year, but I'm glad that I'm getting use out of it because it's just been sitting in my nail polish cabinet for like literally years, not having been touched. And I've probably used it more this year than I have the entire time I've had this. So my NYX liner. I just filmed my April empties video, and that was in it. And then immediately after I finished filming that video, I threw everything away. So if you want to like have visual confirmation that I finished it, I'll link it up in the cards and you can go watch that video. But I did finally finish my NYX liner. I am going to put in its place this Wet n Wild Mega Liner in brown. I really enjoy this liner. Of course, Wet n Wild is not cruelty free, so that's a bummer because this was like the first dark brown liquid liner that I found that I actually liked and was dark enough, and now I have to find another one. But I'm going to use this one up before it goes bad. So this is starting at 6.89 grams. I have my ColourPop Just a Tint lip balm in Chimichanga. This was what replaced my CoverGirl Vitamin C balm in the shade Spice. I used this 9 times and I used up 0.05 grams of it, which doesn't seem like a lot, especially when I only used up 0.06 grams of that Julep balm, but this one shows a lot more progress. You can see that purple line is where it's at. So it's pretty consistent progress with that, which I'm happy about. And then my last item is my rolling lip product. So for April, it was this Lippy Sticks in the shade Glam Bag. And I only used it 6 times, but I did manage to make a little noticeable progress on it. So I don't think that's too bad for 6 times in 1 month. So I'm definitely glad that I got more use out of it. This was a color when I first got it, was more towards the beginning of my like makeup journey, and I was not comfortable wearing it because I thought it was way too bright and whatever, and now I love this color. And what I am replacing it with is the the last of my ColourPop Luxe Liquid Lips. My other two have been in this project already. This is the shade Prince Philip. It's the Sleeping Beauty shade, but it's like a really nice dark pinky berry magenta. I don't know. You can see the color. I'm not good at describing color, but again, this is my favorite liquid lipstick formula, so I'm glad to be working on that for the month of May. That is my update. Some good progress on some items, some not so great progress on some others. I'm excited to be rolling in a few new things to the project. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're staying safe and healthy, and I will talk to you later. Bye.